It is true that Dubai's real estate segment waits for none. However, it's very important to validate and review information versus the hype. My name is Cleon Barreto, and today I'm at a very prominent location which has cemented its name in the Dubai real estate segment in the last 3 to 4 years. It's none other less Dubai Expo City. Well, the location is very famous. We had one of the biggest global events called the Expo 2020, which created a biggest landmark for the entire whole GCC. Right now, if you ask me, we are at the intersection of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road as well as the Expo Road. Now, in terms of this location, this is an entire whole city which is already being built. It's not something which is under construction. You have an existing metro line over here, which is connected to this location. You have one of the biggest malls which is upcoming and to be inaugurated in the coming year, and this is entirely being built by Emaar. And to make it even better, this huge land parcel over here is acquired by Emaar, where they're coming up with a beautiful community of apartments. The government has pumped in so much of money in this location, over 30 billion dirhams, to create this entire whole master community. In fact, the Dubai Exhibition Center is said to be the largest exhibition center in this entire whole MENA region. Almost 180,000 square meters of space. The existing World Trade Center is already moving over here. You have events like GITEX, which is set to be hosted in this year of 2026. Gulf Foods has already been happening over here. And to make it even better, almost 128 billion of dirhams, which is already spent for the world's largest Al Maktoum airport, which is going to be just 10 minutes away from this particular location. In short, the government looks at this location as the next business district. Now, in terms of real estate, there are very few lucrative opportunities. It's not like any random developer can just come in and construct over here. Now, the plot that I'm standing right now is a massive piece of land which is acquired by Emaar. It spans over roughly 3.5 million square feet of space. What they're also doing is they're building this beautiful mall over here, which will set to open in the coming year. You will have large number of footfalls. And generally, when Emaar builds a master community, or when they build in communities like these, they create an ecosystem. You have retails, cafes, you have open spaces. I mean, it's more of a gated community, which in fact adds more value to an investment. In the first quarter of 2026, there are very few launches, and the best amongst them all is this new launch coming in by Emaar. They'll be launching a new tower where you're getting an option to choose from a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and even 3-bedroom apartments. In fact, this is the need of the hour in this location, especially when we talk about the demand and supply. From 2022 till today, there are roughly just 3,600 to 3,800 apartments that are launched. And the number of people that are going to be working in and around this location is almost 35,000. You have 500 Fortune companies that would be relocating in this location. Some of them who have already primarily located, you talk about the Emirates Group, DP World, they've already started their centers over here. Almost 5,000 people are already working in this location. So when we look at the trajectory for the next 4 to 5 years, there will be a huge demand in this location. In the last 16 months, Emaar has just launched very few towers, precisely Terra Heights and Terra Gardens. It saw a huge demand. There was a huge surge in this particular launch. Likewise, in this quarter, we have a new launch coming in. I was just at the plot previously. A 1-bedroom starting in the price range of 1.6 to 1.65 mil. Likewise, you have 2 as well as 3 bedrooms. And I can give you much more information through a complete detailed presentation. Now, when you have such lucrative launches coming in over here, we are looking at a very exciting price per square feet, which is roughly almost just, I would say, 25 to 30% much lower than the existing inventory by Expo, who have already constructed and already pre-sold inventory in this location. So as an investor, I would say it's the best time to capitalize on this opportunity by Emaar, because in the next 4 to 5 years, all of this inventory will already be ready. This location is going to be buzzing. There's a lot that's going to be happening over here. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough of this entire whole location, especially on the ready infrastructure, where the government has invested and what is the kind of developments we're looking at. To my left is basically the Dubai Exhibition Center, which is going to be the largest exhibition center in the entire whole MENA region. The government has invested 10.5 billion dirhams, and the current World Trade Center is already relocating to this location, and we're going to see almost 600 plus events going right up to 2030. And to the front, as I'm driving ahead, if you see right there, that's the existing metro station. You have people commuting in this metro station on a day-to-day basis. And the best part is that this metro station is connected to this huge mall which is being built by Emaar. It's set to open in 2027. It's going to see a huge footfall. A lot of people are going to be coming in over here, especially due to the retail, cafes, restaurants. I mean, it's a complete new ecosystem that is getting developed. And in fact, if you really ask me, as of today, Fortune 500 companies have already relocated in this location. To name a few, Siemens, DP World, Emirates, they've already set their base. So you have people already working in a location like this. And for an investor, it's a best time to literally get into a location at this point of time, because it's going to see a lot of developments and it's going to be very fruitful in the next few years. 3 reasons why I would suggest to look at a location like Expo City. Number one is definitely to look at Emaar, because they picked up one of the best plots in this location. When you have a mall being designed by Emaar, it always adds more value to an investment. The price per square feet is literally 15 to 25% lower than some of the existing developments. So as an investor, it's a great entry point at this moment to capitalize on this investment, as it's going to be very fruitful in the next 3 to 4 years. Number 2, infrastructure. Now, when we look at infrastructure, you have the world's largest airport being constructed. That itself is going to add so much of value in terms of footfalls. Emaar is building a mall right next to its community. That again adds more value, because again, large number of footfalls, a lot of people commuting, visiting. You have retails, cafes, there's so much which is coming in. And most importantly, when we talk about infrastructure and development, the demand for Airbnbs will increase to a different extent, specifically for investors who are looking at short-term rentals, at the same time looking to capitalize on their equity. So this is definitely a great time to look at a location like this. Number 3 is basically the demand and supply. In the last couple of years, there have been just 3,800 apartments that have launched over here. And if you ask me, almost 35,000 people relocating to a location like this, you'll see a huge demand for housing. So today, when you're getting a good product with Emaar at this price point in a location like this, which will see a huge demand, I think it's fabulous. So we also know that there are many more towers that will be coming up by Emaar, at least for the next 12 months. So I would definitely recommend to capitalize on this opportunity. I've tried to cover off maximum as I could, but it's always ideal to have a one-on-one consultation. And please feel free to get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to assist you, to give you a complete whole insight of the new launch by Emaar, and at the same time a complete review on Expo City as a location. Get in touch with me for more information.